What's going on, guys? My name's Ryan, aka Hero, and we're back with another video. Today we are looking at the brand new banner cards that came out on JP this week, this update day, which was, I believe, Wednesday. I'm posting this video a day after. So yeah, these characters are really interesting, especially Hidan. His jutsu will make him kind of unique, very unique actually, in a way, because it's not a multiplier, but I'll get into that when the time comes. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, I want to say shout outs to Hikage for giving me these overlays. He's gonna start giving me these from now on, just to make these videos, because a lot of you guys asked me to put the stats in the screen so then you guys can see it, and you know, that it's a smarter way to do things. So shout outs to Hikage. He's gonna be doing it, like I said, every update video from now on. So definitely check him out. He's gonna be linked into the description, and you know, along with the gameplay. I haven't given him a shout out, not as often as usual, but it's always in the description. The gameplay is from 619 the Lord. But anyways, let's get into Kakuzu's stats and everything. So he is a bravery type with max attack being 1308 and max HP being 1004. He is a long range, so the stats are on the low side, definitely. There's 100%, it's pretty low. Hopefully with the limit break, maybe he'll go to, like, I don't know, like 1600 is still like mediocre. Sure, it is long range, so I'll give a pass on that, but as of right now, that attack is very, very low. Looking at his field skill, it is attack boost of 150 to 300, and his buddy skill reduces damage from enemy attacks by 20%. Like I always say, you guys have probably heard it by now, but you know, I think his field skill is very it's okay, but his buddy skill is very useful, and that is because, you know, it reduces attack by 20%, which, you know, that's pretty good. Looking at his first jutsu, it is a 4-cost chakra, 4.3 times attack to all enemies, and 70% chance of slip damage for 5 turns. Looking at his second jutsu, his ultimate, it is an 8 chakra cost, 10 times attack to all enemies, and 55% slip damage, or chance for slip damage for 5 turns. Looking at his jutsus, the AoE is a high multiplier, but again, you know, as always, his attack is low, so you kind of notice that. As always, I'll give my final opinions of the character later on in the video. Alright, so now looking at Hidan, he is a body type short range, and his max attack is 1458, and his max HP is 2306, which he's a huge tank, is what I can say. His attack is alright. He is short range, so it is kind of on the low side. I feel like that's an issue with the current game way, or how the game is going, where the average attack for, let's say, a medium range character is 2000 attack, alright? But now they're coming out with banner cards with lowered down attack, which I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it should be the other way around, where the banner cards should be pretty high up there, and you don't need a limit break to make them average, if you guys understand what I mean. But as of right now, that's how it's going, which I don't really mind in a sense, but it makes pulling a little bit less fun, because, you know, some characters aren't as OP as the old limit break ones are, so that's a thing we have to look into, but you know how it is. So looking at his field skill, it is attack boost of 150 to 300, and his buddy skill reduces chance of being immobilized by 25%. Looking at his first jutsu, it is a 4 chakra cost, 4.3 times attack to one enemy, and 70% damage slip damage. But looking at his ultimate jutsu, it is 8 chakra cost. This is where it actually gets a little bit different than any other jutsu user in the game, any other ultimate, any other anything really. This is does 20% of enemies damage, but in return you take 5% damage. So it's very unique and very useless at times, but very useful in some other times. 20% it's a pretty large number, you know, 1/5 of course of the boss raid, which is what you would want to be using this character for. You want to use him to go up against the big bosses with mad HP, which is a very unique thing because this is pretty much the first character designed to take down bosses, like, you know, Jutsu wise. You know, we have other characters where it's high multiplier, like, you know, Naruto and everything, but this character does 20%, which, you know, it depends on the situation, but can be very useful and very useless in some other situations. If anything, you're gonna want to use his first jutsu all the time until getting up to the boss, and then going from there. But the real question for me is it 20% or 20% overall, like the main HP, or is it like 20% and then, you know, 20% of that 80%? I do not know at this moment, so I apologize for not knowing and making an overview video, which kind of puts me on the spot like that, which I just did to myself. But it's something really interesting to note. I'm gonna figure it out, and then I'm gonna put it in the comments below, so I apologize for that. I probably should not put myself on that spot, man. But it's all good. It's understandable, and, you know, this information is needed. So yeah, moving on to my ratings of each of the characters. Alright, so actually, I just got confirmation from Mystic Watch, so shoutouts to him. I wanted to make sure I had the information, so I'm gonna put it in here. And I'm gonna add in the part where I just called myself out, because, you know, it's gonna help out. It's gonna help out in a way. So it's not the overall health, it's whatever health he has. So you can't do 20% and then 20% again, being 40%, and the guy's almost half dead. It's mainly good for hitting the boss, like, right off the bat. Let's say for instance, Mystic gave me the example, 20k health, right off the bat, he's gonna take down 4k, like, right off that, like, easy like that. I know bosses have more HP, but, you know, I'm just saying, in that sense. So this character is very good in that sense. But you know, I just wanted to put that in before I edit the video, just to make sure everyone is good on that note. Alright, so now is the time of the video where I give my rating out of 10. Of course, I have to say this every time because people are gonna get salty. It's completely off my opinions. Of course, if you disagree, leave in the comments, and I'd love to talk to you guys about it, because, you know, it's conversation about characters and such like that. So, again, as time goes by, these characters might not be as good as when this video comes out, or new things comes out. You know how it is. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with Kakuzu. My rating is gonna be 6.5 out of 10. Now, calm down. I think he's a very good unit. Maybe even stretching the 7 point out of 10. What's holding him back is the low HP and mediocre attack, but again, he's a long range, so it adds up. The plus sides for him is that he reduces damage and has huge multipliers for AoE, having both AoE. So, I mean, it's a stretch to say it's 6.5. I'm gonna say it's like 7-ish, around there, 6.5, 7. He's a very good character. I would love to pull him, not only because, you know, he's a good character, but because his artwork is like top tier, okay? Like, look at it on the screen right now, guys. Tell me that's not top tier artwork. Alright, I'm sorry. I fanboyed a little bit too much there. But we're moving on to Hidan. Alright, so now looking at Hidan, actually, they're both gonna be about 6.5, but Hidan is more of a solid 6.5, and Kakuzu stretches almost to 7 in a sense, so like 6.75. I don't know. I don't really want to get into all those. But the reasoning that he is a solid 6.5, and I truly think he's a very good character, at least above average than usual, is his HP is freaking massive. Like, he has double of Kakuzu's HP right off the bat. Looking at his attack, it's pretty decent. Of course, it's short range, so, you know, it's on the low side, but, you know, overall, he's got pretty decent multipliers, and he's got slip damage, which is a big plus. And yeah, so he's a pretty good character. He's a pretty good character overall. It's what can I say? What can I say more, guys? They're pretty solid characters, 6.5s ish. And yeah, so take anything from this video. If you guys want to pull on it, go for it, because they are pretty hyped characters. But if you don't need these characters, I recommend don't, I guess. If you're looking for more body characters, I say wait until they come out with better, more unique body characters. But for bravery, you know, there's a bunch of braveries, so that's why Kakuzu is a little bit not yet 7, if you guys understand what I mean. But that's gonna be the video, guys. So if you guys liked it, please leave a like. If you guys didn't, it's okay. I forgive you, but it's on me, so never mind. I take that back. I don't forgive you. It's my fault. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a nice day.